I'm Anjali Rao for iTalkTravel TV. In this episode, CNN Go heads down south to experience the pristine beauty of New Zealand's Otago region. Typically known as a winter destination, we cruise around Queenstown with professional mountain biker Kelly McGarry to see why summer is the new winter. A fertile land formed by glaciers will get a taste of what makes Otago wine some of the best in the world, with Mount Edward Winery's Duncan Forsyth. He also takes us on a stroll through historic Arrowtown and tops it all off with a tour of some of Queenstown's best restaurants, including Michelin star chef Josh Emmett's Rata. I hope you enjoyed this month's episode of iTalkTravel TV.
CNN Go, sponsored by Korean Air.
Every day's a summer's day with the countryside falling fast asleep. And fiery blood red mountain tops pull out all the stops and say, look at me, look at me.
Here we are at Skyline Gondola in Queenstown. This is one of my favourite spots to ride my bike. You can just chuck your bike on the gondola and head up to the top. Really nice views over Queenstown. And then the best part is you get to ride down. Since it's open, it's had a massive impact on the Queenstown scene. Like, so many people are coming over here in the off season from the Northern Hemisphere. Obviously it's summer here when it's winter there, so people want some sunshine and bikes, so Queenstown's a perfect destination for that. I'm stoked to be part of it. Once you're at the top of the gondola, you got mountain biking, but you've also got a few other things. You got the luge running down here behind us. It's a heap of fun. Yeah, you can get up to all kinds of mischief with your mates. So right now we're at the top of Vertigo Trail. It's one of my favourite trails on the mountain. It's really fast and flowy, and that's what I'm going to blast down right now. See you guys later. Over the last few years, mountain biking's become really popular here, and the whole scene's just growing a lot. You know, the Queenstown Mountain Bike Club slogan is "Dirt is the new snow," which obviously means summer is taking over winter. Yeah, I'm cool with it too. So where we're heading now is the Wynyard Jump Park. Yeah, it's more advanced jumps and trails, so yeah, let's go check it out. So one of my favourite spots here in Queenstown is a spot we like to call Little Thailand. It's a big old rock cliff that goes straight down to the lake. Yeah, it's heaps of fun to jump off. Quite an adrenaline rush, so go check it out. When you jump off here, it's kind of hard not to wind down the windows because it's a long way. You're in there for a few seconds. Here we go. The water is of a fairly low temperature. Okay, this is Atlas. It's where I drink after I've had a hard day on my bike. Lots of my mates turn up and have a drink too, and it's a really sweet place to hang out, so come and check it out.
My name's Duncan Forsyth and we are at Mount Edward Winery in the middle of central Otago in the southern Alps of New Zealand. We have a fantastic little Riesling vineyard behind us, which is completely well suited. Riesling is a variety that speaks of where it comes from, and in that sense you find a vitality in the wines and a sense of precision in the wines. We're fully organic. We like to do things in quite a traditional way, and so for people to come to here, they get a sense of that. They get an education as well as a lot of enjoyment in drinking our wines.
Will you take me to the railway by the sea and walk alongside the tracks?
Arrowtown is an essential part of the area. It's 20 minutes from Queenstown and actually almost has more history. This place was founded on the back of the gold rush in the 1860s. But most of the town, this is how it looked. If you look back on the old photos, this is exactly how it looked 150 years ago. Fork and Tap, some of the best beer in town. They specialise in craft beer, which has gone through a renaissance in New Zealand. Food, fantastic, really low key, quintessential New Zealand type pub. Brilliant place to stop. My favourite place. Excellent.
Hey Dunk, how you doing, bro?
You can see that.
All right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. We pride ourselves in being locavores and sourcing things locally, and we forage mostly. We forage for our fresh herbs behind that on the bar, for our drinks, for our salads, and our dishes.
What else can you get locally? What can you find in this area?
This morning I just found these beautiful little porcini.
Oh. One of the best things about Queenstown being a tourist town is the fact that we've got over 140 bars and restaurants. Good way of eating is to have a course here, course there. First stop is one of the top restaurants owned by Josh Emmett, Rata. Josh, international chef, epic place to start. Little bit of Southland sushi.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I think you've had it before, haven't you? Cheese roll. It's a classic, so that's what I thought I'd give you. And the salmon as well, Aura King salmon from up top of the North Island. Salmon mousse underneath, peas, nice and summery, pretty hot.
It's fantastic. Look, I mean, you've worked everywhere around the world, London, New York, Melbourne. What makes you come here?
I had to do something in New Zealand, and Queenstown was sort of it for me because it's quite an international town. It's a small town, but it's an amazing place.
A smile before my nap.
Done with the first course. Now we're on to one of the better places for lakefront dining in Queenstown, Botswana Butchery. Best seat in the house. Oh, stew. Excellent. Thank you.
Superb, eh?
Oh, look at that. Excellent.
So what we got here is a 9-month-old veal rib, okay? So it's milk fed for 6 months and then finished on grass. So it's free range, it gets to roam around in the fields with its parents.
Has a happy life.
Yeah.
Until we're happy.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Everybody's happy. Oh, perfect.
You're a little lion's wife, it's kindergarten pride. A smile before my nap time. Baby, let's go! 'Cause it may not be all here tomorrow.
So here we are at Lake Wanaka. Beautiful calm morning this morning. This is where I do most of my training, so if I'm not in the pool, I'm in the lake, and this is where I live for 7 months of the year, and yeah, perfect place for triathlon and perfect place to be based. There's a lot of people, a lot of international athletes that do base themselves here. We've got local runners, local families that you know, just like the outdoorsy, adventure-y kind of things. Plenty of mountains to climb and plenty of lakes to go in, and the trails and everything just suits them down to the T. So I think the water's about 14 degrees I'm told, so it might be a bit of a brisk swim this morning. Okay, so this is Lake Wanaka, and after a swim, the best place to head is into Kaiwhakapai. Kaiwhakapai, it's the centre of town, so it's a place that you can always meet people and gather around. It's also a very common spot for after cycling. The owners are actually swimmers and triathletes, so it's always good to support local people and you know, see friendly faces, and whoever's walking along the street will always come and see you and have a chat. Cheers. Okay, sorry. Okay, so today after the chilly water in the Lake Wanaka, we ordered a hot chocolate. Goes down a treat after swimming.
When sunset's blinding vision.
This is the Lake Wanaka outlet track, and this is where I do a lot of my training. I live close by, and there's a great loop to run around. On autumn, there's trees which are, you know, everything turns yellow, and then on a crystal calm morning, there's just the reflection of those, and that's, you know, that's just me and the trees, and that's all that's there.
This summer sun burns into my weary brain.
The actual island we're going to today is 16 kilometres up the lake, about 20 minutes journey by boat. It's a remnant of the Ice Age. The glacier's been right over the top of the island, but it's got an amazing feature of a lake right on top of it, which is quite special. Now, that island is also home to a lot of birds, including a very rare flightless bird called the buff wecker, which is extinct on the mainland here.
Complete, and I hold you close.
Alrighty, here we are. Welcome to Oahu Island.
And lay it down, so
These two little guys here, probably the rarest things that you'll see in New Zealand. These are amazing. The actual Maori translation is the god of ugly things, which is quite appropriate, really. I was walking up here in the afternoon one day on one of our trips, and there was a wood pigeon came down this track right through here, and I saw him, he saw me. He had no reaction time because he'd drunk way too many wineberries. I ducked, he knocked my cap off as he went through. He landed on this branch up here and nearly fell off. He was wobbling around way over the limit. So here we are. Have a look at this. A lake on top of an island. 150 metres, 450 feet up. Beautiful. And amazingly, there's islands on the lake on top of an island as well. When it rains, you get a little dinner plate lake on top of those islands. So you get a lake on an island, on a lake, on an island, on a lake, on an island, in the ocean.
the chores of the day.
And here we have the Hillary Step, right here. And this is the summit. Yes! Check this out.
And I hold you close.
So just around here, we have the best seat in the house. Did you bring the single malt? This is the place. Here we go. First of all, you put your favourite drink here with your glass. Then you put your foot here, put your hand on the table, drop in. Look at the view.
And me trust and dream a dream of boy dust.
There are no bricks of ours at Paratide Drive. We
suits and the ties, the Rockefeller gene looking obscene underneath. We got out.
Yeah, well, this is my studio. I'm here as an artist in Dunedin, and I've been working in this space for about 5 years. I was born in Dunedin, and it has always had a strong arts and cultural background, you know. My genealogy is Māori and Chinese, along with Scottish and everything else that's evolved. So, you know, my tribe here is Ngaitahu, and that informs my work quite a lot, as far as a lot of my concepts come from a Ngaitahu or Māori background. Connection to the land, connection to the ocean, connection to your environment around. So, I mean, here's a really good example, or a good example of just some ideas that I'm playing with at the moment with these landforms. They're kind of always associated with the water. You know, the water and land relationship I'm really interested in. But also they're very indicative of the coastline here and the rocky outcrops that I'm in, you know, often when I'm surfing.
Well, we might have got out, but we still feel those. You got your hooks into.
Oh, we've just got onto the Otago Peninsula at one of my favourite beaches, and just looking out at the surf and checking it out. It's always really beautiful here. There's lots of spots where people know about, but there's certain spots that, you know, you just want to keep for the locals and things a little bit more. So there's plenty of places to surf around here. Dunedin's a fantastic place to surf. It's really consistent. Yeah, we hardly go a couple of days without surf here right through the year, which is fantastic. We're here on another part of the peninsula, and this is where we like to go and get cockles, or tuaki, which is a traditional practice from the tribe that I'm from. Can you get some cockles? You found some? You can just pick up 3 or 4, 5 in a handful, and yeah, they're good size and really juicy. So you just got to find the right bed where they're all sitting. It's just sort of a link back to our past as well. So something they can grow up with and learn. It's just sort of something that's going to be natural for them to do for the rest of their lives, really, which is great.
We're a small brewery that's been going for 8 years. We're called Green Man because we have a green philosophy. We use organic ingredients, we use organic malt and hops in our beer. We also only have water and yeast, which means we brew to the Bavarian purity law of 1516. We have a fantastic German brewmaster too, so we make some lovely European style beers. We also make some slightly unusual beers, in that we have a tequila beer, which is lager, lime and tequila. We also have an alcoholic ginger beer, so some quite different styles.
So we're in the centre part of Dunedin, which is called the Octagon. It's probably the busiest part of the city. But tucked away amongst this is the Dunedin Public Art Gallery, and it's a place I love to come to because it's nice and quiet and it's not weather dependent. There's some really cool stuff to come and see, so let's go and check it out.
Sit still, don't fear, I'm here, and I'm looking out for you. Staircase fully breaks your jaw, I know what's in store.
So here we have, looks like an interactive display by a Korean artist. The exhibition is called Moa Moa, which means coming together. Starting a bit of fun, put some gloves on and interact as we're intended to do. When I first walked in, I saw these pieces and they looked like, I don't know, candles, along melted wax candles. However, you get closer, there's actually noodles, bowls of noodle soup, extended up really, really high with chopsticks at the ends.
And here you'll be with me, honey, don't listen to their screams when they sing.
So we're here at the Dunedin Esplanade. Dunedin is on the eastern coast of the South Islands. So if you can't tell, we're right on the coastline, and what's great about the location of this beach is that it's very close to the centre of the city. Within about 5 minutes you can be from the centre of the city in the Octagon, and then you can be out here.
This is our store. It's called Plume. We've been here for probably about 20 years. We've actually been in retail since 1975, but sort of in the mid-80s I had this desire to start doing our own thing, which has been really successful. I think people are quite unique. I think they're quite accepting of the art world, of the music world. Like, there's a lot of subculture that goes on here. There isn't really any feeling of pretentiousness. Yeah, we love it. Here we are at the viewing observatory for the Royal Albatross, which is a pretty special place, I think, for Dunedin, and also a pretty special place in the world. It's the only place where Royal Albatross nest in the world. And to be so close to civilization is quite incredible. So for any visitor, I think, coming to Dunedin, it's an absolute must do. There's one standing up down there. Whenever I speak to anybody about Dunedin, I think the thing that they remember about Dunedin is the nature, and obviously part of the nature is the wildlife that's here.
I'll bring you this song, I will sing you this song, and I'll wear the same shirt and power so as not to allow you. When I come home.
And of course we've got the added bonus of seeing the little blue penguins coming in for their resting time. They look like little wind-up toys. It's something that they obviously do every morning and every night, so realising that there is that opportunity to come in and have a look at the nature, you know, every day is quite special.
And I hold you close into my chest and lay it down so you can rest. So go to sleep.
So there you have it, a quick glimpse into the wonderful world of iTalkTravel, Australia's newest and most exciting retail travel group. They really do take great pride in taking the time to help you feel like an individual. Come and talk to one of the iTalkTravel agents about your flights, cruises, events, hotels, car hire, travel insurance, or to simply share your ideas for your dream holiday. You can talk to iTalkTravel experts in-store, online or over the phone. Find us at italk.travel or visit our Facebook page.